morning. Good morning, guys. How's everybody today? Hey, what do you say, right? Good morning. Good morning. So I have been working on pumpkins all day yesterday. Can you see my see my table? It's a mess. It's full of pumpkins. And I had one pumpkin left, and I thought, you know, this is a project that I've done I think the last 2 years, so I'm figuring you guys have already seen it, and I was just kind of going in a rhythm on my own yesterday, and it was just a great day. I was getting a lot done, and then it dawned on me when I got down to about 3 left that I thought maybe you guys might want to see this. Just everyone's making pumpkins right now, and I know we've made, I think, 3 different pumpkins in my group. I've done a couple of different ones on here, and but these are always my all-time favorite, and every pumpkin turns out different. And so I thought I would save this very last one. I almost had it finished, and then I thought I'm just going to save it and show you guys just in case. You know, there might be someone out there that just doesn't, you know, devour all of the social media like I do, and you might not have been overwhelmed by the pumpkin craze, or maybe you haven't seen this particular one. So join me. I'm going to put you down now where you can see what I'm doing, and then I'll show you all of the ones that I have finished. Some are in progress. But anyway, yeah, so good morning, everybody. Good morning. As soon as I'm finished, thank you for the hearts. It's like the sweetest. Good morning. Is that Abby? I think I got a glimpse. It might have been my daughter. I don't know. It sure looked like her. It had to be. She always gives me hearts. She knows how this works. So good morning, everybody. Let me put you down now, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So here we go. This is an old bedspread. It's an old bedspread from an antique show that I went to, and I will answer your guys' comments. I can't see anything because you're looking down, but I'll answer you when we're all done and say hello and all that stuff, so that the people that just want to see what I'm doing can, you know, can catch it and then jump off while we chat. So this is the edge of the bedspread that I cut off. I don't think I'm going to use it this year on my pumpkins like I did last year, but I'm going to keep it, of course. So I'll put it all together in a box, and someday we'll come up with something to use that for. So never throw anything away. I cut up old pillowcases out of this ticking that I had a friend of mine make. Some really cool pillowcases I'll show you in a minute. This was the scrap, so I'm keeping all of this. I used a little bit of it over there like yesterday. I'll show you that. And anyway, let me real quick, so you cut out a pattern. Now, when we were making paper wreaths, I know you guys probably all remember that too. We made all different sized paper wreaths, and the small ones we were even using for ornaments on the trees or for wreath centers. You can just use them for a million things, but anyway, I took the largest, and I didn't measure it, let's see, about 12, maybe 16 inches, I don't know. They're old boxes. I mean, see, they're old, just boxes. And we have stacks and stacks of these because we used to do classes, and so we made paper flower things on these. And I know I've done this in here years ago. You guys can look back at my old videos or look on YouTube for paper flower or paper wreaths. You can find it under Tammy Loves Vintage. Anyway, so I just laid this circle, and I wanted it as big as, you know, I mean, you can make them huge. I'll show you in a minute. But I just laid this out, and then I took my scissors and just kind of cut, you know, sometimes I do the exact circle, and sometimes I go a little bigger. This one I went, it says 15 inches right here. I went a little bit bigger than the thing, but it just gives you an idea. And you guys, I could wonk this out and make it like flat over here. You'll never see in the overall pumpkin. It just might add a little interest to his shape. So don't worry about that. And then I've got these extra big needles. I know I've told you before, I feel like I repeat myself. That's why I don't come on here very much. I've done so many videos in the past. I feel like you guys are like, I already know all this. Bring us something new. But these big needles I get at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. I scoured the sewing section, but they're actually in the, is it needlepoint crocheting? You know, that sort of, look in that section. Yeah, I think that's where I found them. Again, we did this years ago, so I don't even remember where I found them. But I know I didn't find them in the sewing section. I found them like in with the yarns and all of that. Look in those rows, and you'll find them. So then the next thing I'm doing is just really roughly sewing. I've already sewn some of it, and then as I sew it, I'm usually like pulling it a little bit, not a super lot, but I left it flat so I could show you guys kind of this. It really wasn't a good circle, but it's fine. I put a knot at the end, and then I just pull. Okay, put a knot at the end, and then this is pretty much what it looks like when I'm working with it. I've kind of got it started to be a pumpkin. All right, so then I just really roughly, and not too close to the edge. If you're using burlap, and when you go to pull it, the burlap strings will sometimes pull right out. So I don't go right on the tight edge for those sewers that really, you know, are gonna do the perfect job. I come in about a ½ inch or so. And then sew, and honestly, this is what I do. I just in and out, any place, wherever, it doesn't matter if I go way off or not. Actually, I'll go way off. I'll go way down here just to show you guys. It doesn't matter, and then I'll come back up. It does not matter how funky bad you sew. This is like your kindergartner could do it. They can't hurt. Well, they might be able to poke their eye out, I guess, with the needle, but you know, you keep an eye on them and they can do this so easy. Let's see. So we keep going, and depending on your fabric, maybe you can use those plastic needles or something like that. But so you just keep doing this. You can see why I didn't show you the whole thing all the way around. This is a lot. I know I have in the past, but you guys get the idea. And then I just kind of go back over where I started. Like here's my knot right here. So I just kind of went over it about an inch. You can go 2 or 3 inches, whatever. You don't have to go over it, but I usually do. No reason, I just do. And then I leave a little opening, a little pocket here. And then I have my polyester fiber fill right here beside me. You can probably see the box. It's right here, and it's full of stuffing. So I just grab some stuffing, and I usually play with it just a little bit, just kind of shred it up. Oops, let me put you back down here. So I usually just shred it up a little bit, and then I start stuffing it in. And it's fun picking all of the different fabrics. I'm going to show you, stick around for just a second because I'm almost done. I will show you the different fabrics that I've used this year. Of course, you know, every year they're different. I have a lot of these, well, not a lot, maybe 6 or 7. I'll show you the ones. Not all of them, I didn't grab them all, but I did grab a few that are already online that are really cool. And let's see, yeah, make sure that I thought I had unsewn something there, but or missed it, not unsewn it. I don't think that's the word. I don't mean unsewn, I meant missed it. Okay, then I'm gonna push that stuffing out, like, because I really want to fill, see that wonky spot there? There we go. That might be where I went low to show you guys it doesn't matter. And don't cut your string yet, you're not done. So we're gonna continue to stuff. Okay, stuffing, stuffing, stuffing. Use a lot of stuffing. And you guys, I mean, you literally could fill them, stuff them solid tight. I don't go quite solid because I like to be able to move it around a little bit once I'm all done. I like to have a little bit of play here and there. So I'm going to keep stuffing, Say, like, look, I still have that whole center is empty. And then, you know, when I went to Kelly's Island and I showed you guys my finds. So I use the driftwood or old stick, you know, not old, but sticks from your yard. You can, I mean, we literally cut a tree. This was last year, but you can see that we just cut branches. Like, you can just use that. We use those a lot because it's hard to get the driftwood. But I was able to get some driftwood this year. Of course, I'm kind of picky. I don't just go get driftwood. I kind of get picky with it. And then once it dries out, it's not always, you know, awesome what you thought it was going to be. So there, I think that's probably good and full. And so then what you do is you continue to pull, and you can see that, like with the burlap, you know, if you use burlap, which I've done a lot, I don't know, I think I have maybe one burlap pumpkin left here that I kept. but you just keep pulling and pulling until you get it as closed as you can. Now I've got this pretty full, so I'm not going to be able to get it closed. So what I might have to do is do a doily over top. Let me keep going, see what I can get here. So keep working it, working it. I'm just using yarn, you guys. I forgot to tell you that. Just using yarn. You can also use jute. I don't know where my jute is, but jute string like that. You know, whatever you have that's strong. Dental floss, whatever you have that's strong that isn't going to break. So that's probably about as tight as I feel like I can go, that I can trust the yarn's not going to break off. And so then I'm just going to go around itself a little bit. And I got a couple little tricks here that I have learned. So let me stop it from, like, to hold it in place here. So I'm just going to try and sew just some loops around in the same sort of spot to keep the thread from, the yarn from unraveling. Okay. Okay. So there we go. That should keep it from unraveling. And then, darn, I don't have any doilies down here to show you that. I thought I had sold them all of my round ones, but I didn't. I found a few. I have a gal that wanted my doily wrapped pumpkins, so I made her 3. I went to the store yesterday and I made her 3. But the doilies, like this doily would be awesome to put over top of this because of the color difference. See, this one's darker, and I'll show you again in a minute here. If you've got just a minute to hang with me, I'll show you some finished ones and what I'm talking about. So most of them have gone closed, and I can show you that here in just a minute. This one I couldn't get quite closed because I really stuffed it tight, but in looking at all of the pumpkin sizes, I didn't have a lot of bigger ones. So anyway, that ought to hold me shut. So the next thing I'm going to do is find a stem in my stem box. Oh, that one's so cool, but it's kind of small. That one's probably going to fit better. I like this one better, but I don't, and I've got some cactus stems from my kids. That's kind of cool. The dried cactus. I have a couple of the, let's see, this one's kind of chunky. I don't know, that might be different. Maybe I'll go with a cactus skeleton. If you guys know anything about finding cactus skeletons, it is very hard. They're very hard to find. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I won't even have to do anything. So with this one, I just dump a bunch of glue on the bottom. Okay, just put a bunch so it'll grab, something's gonna grab somewhere, right? And then I stick it down in there to grab. Then, oh, I hate to do this with you guys because I have to sit here and hold it so long, but I'll show you. So I can draw this up pretty good with the hot glue and just hold it, but and see how you can't see where I went low or high or whatever, why it doesn't really matter. So what I did yesterday was I just kind of sat and I was watching Netflix. Oh, there was so many cute movies. One was, what was it called? I'll screenshot it and show you. I sent it to my kids. It was the cutest Netflix movie ever. It was adorable. Was it The Proposal? I don't think it was called The Proposal. That's not it. I don't know. I'll look it up since I mentioned it. I'll look it up and find it for you guys. It was the cutest movie if you want a really cute one. It was so good. Of course, then no other movie measures up after you watch a really good one. Nothing else measures up. So yeah, that held already. Okay, great. So that held pretty good. Now, since I'm still tied, since I'm still hooked here, what I was doing when I would force it is I would come in and just really try and sew it shut. You know, just to help hold it a little bit. Rough, you guys. I'm rough. Right? Okay, let's come over here on this side. And I mean, literally, my string is just going to wrap around here. It's not going to look good, but no one's going to see that. But I just want to try and make sure that I've pulled this fairly tight. You guys, I am like, this is so, what's the word? I don't even know what the word is, but like, childish or I don't know. I'm not a professional sewer by any means, so please don't judge me. It'll all be fine, I promise. Okay, so I pulled it to where that's helping the hot glue, and then I'm just looking for a place here to just kind of put a knot. So I'm just pulling, and then when you have that loop, I just put it through the loop and pull it, and that kind of, that's how I make my knots. So there we go. But we've got hot glue reinforcing the whole thing, so that's all good. So this one has a skeleton, cactus skeleton stem, which is super different. I've not seen anyone do that yet. And then what I do typically, like last year, I was big on putting a doily over top of this. Cut a hole, cut an X in the middle of a doily and lay your doily over top. And then, so this year, of course, I didn't really want to do that. I have all kinds of things laying here to finish out. I have these scarves that a lady made and brought them into my shop, and I glued them on the bottoms of some lampshades. But I think that looks really cute. But I don't want to use that because I've used a bunch. I'll show you what I did yesterday. This is just a piece of fur, and I cut it short, and yesterday what I did was I folded it in half and then ran that around so that you had fur. I've got old lace here. You guys know I send you guys old lace when you ask for it. So I've got some old lace here, which I really think I like that a lot. I love the contrast. You know how to do these. I didn't mean to push that out of the way like I was hiding it from you. This is just, I took a piece of this, I'm going to call it ticking. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't know that it's officially ticking, but it looks like that to me. I just put a bead of glue here, and then I started twisting just real slow, and I didn't take the glue very far, and I just kept twisting and twisting and twisting, and then I would glue another little bit, and I kept twisting and twisting, and then I twisted it and put glue, and I kept twisting and twisting and twisting, and I made a flower. So it was just twisting and twisting. So let me finish this one up first, and I think I have a couple of things over here too. So I took these off of the lampshades. The lampshades didn't sell. I had some big ones. I mean, they were big and not anything anybody would really want. Oh, that looks okay. I don't know. Let me see about this. Let's see if I can find an end here. Oh, I've got it all tied up in its price tag. Hang on. Okay, we'll forget that. Oh, there's a nice piece of twine. Can't throw that out. And then this is the same, but it's smaller. Where's the end? Here we go. I couldn't find the end. All right. So the reason for the doily was to cover all of this puckering, but I'm not sure that bothers me. So I'm probably just going to... If I finish this out though with just that, I feel like I need to add some stuff back here. Well, you get the idea. You guys, I mean, literally, well, I need to tie a bow. All right, let me do it. Let me do it just real quick. I might undo it, but I'll just do it to show you a finished one. I'm just tying a bow. So the tail length is the most important part. I don't want it to be too short. So yeah, that's getting borderline too short here. So that's why I say I'll probably have to redo it. But and then just open it up. If you guys need any lace or anything like that, you know I've got all that stuff. I'm happy to send you. Just tell me how much you want to spend. Do you want fat lace or skinny lace, or what do you want? Okay, so yeah, that's terrible, but that gives you an idea. I'm going to show you some good ones now real quick so that you'll have more faith in me, right? So hang on a minute. Let me move you over here. Okay, so up we go. Up we go. Here we go. All right. So let me show you some finished pumpkins. So like this one. So this one has the doily on it, and then I've added moss and little elements, little nature acorns and pine cones, and then some paper leaves, and then I added some pearls and an old brooch, and this has just a stick. It could be driftwood actually. Like this side looks totally driftwood, but the other side doesn't. So maybe it's just like really old driftwood. I'm not I'm not really sure. But I love the fabric on this one. It's that like a chenille fabric. So I just went to Hobby Lobby last year and bought, I don't know, probably 2 yards of it. And I made several pumpkins with it. But I love the texture of it. When you mix like, well, this one's not done, but let me just show you what I mean. Like these 3 textures, see how they're all the same kind of color family, but yet they're different textures. Like that one's got little polka dots on it. This was an old bed skirt from my daughter's room that I cut up. So I like that. I like, you know, but then again, we've got like this that goes, see how that all matches? So this was just a fabric scrap. I had a customer that asked me to cover her chair cushions for her dining room, and then we did her bar stools, and I liked it so much I went and ordered myself some, and I had just enough scraps to make a couple of pumpkins. So I made these. These aren't done, so don't they're not done yet. I haven't like jazzed them up. But so this one's a great one. Actually, I had a lady asking me to bring her some pumpkins, so I'm going to take her that one Monday. And then this is another really great one. It's a big one. And it's, you guys know how you like all the miner's pins. Well, this is a miner's pin on here. And then I've got an old clock face. This is on my website for sure because I've got my tag here. It's got feathers. It's got a little doily in here. It's got some of that fringe from the bedspread. This one is $40, and it's because of the antique things. They're all different prices. I think 25 is probably the least expensive one that I have. But I have this one. I love this. Look at all that. So here's another thing I did. I like to take the burlap and cut it into squares and then shred it and then put your buttons on, and it just adds even more texture. Love that one. Love that one. Here is, this one was one I was just kind of testing out, and so I did like a rectangle instead of a circle. So it took a lot of, it's got a lot of gather in there, and then I left the fringe on the back. I never cut it off. I was just playing, but I love how this one turned out. I think it's got a lot of character. It's awesome. Again, pine cones, some old lace, some newer vintage lace. And then some moss, no doily on this one. Let me find you some more that are done. Here's a really good one. I love this one. And looking at it now this has been in the box. So it is, how much is this one? $30. I put an old belt, one of my husband's old belts on here. I left the fringe from the bedspread. I added a hand crocheted antique piece of, I don't even know what, a tree branch, and then I think in looking at it this year, what it needs is, to jazz it up, is some leather leaves. Of course, I don't want them to look like a bunny. I just saw that it might look like a bunny, so I need to wop it off, but little, you know. Oh, it does look like a bunny. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, so we're gonna do something like that, but I think I need, oh yeah, there we go. That's what I need to do. And hot glue some leather. So I just cut up his belt and made leaves. So I have leather leaves. So I'm gonna lay that here because I want to remember to glue those into that one. So if you look online for that, it won't look like that because I'm adding the leaves. Here's another one that I did. I love this one. I think this one's super unique. It's $28. It's got the chenille fabric. It's got the just a little doily, some moss, and then an antique napkin ring with an old spoon with the stem. And I love this one. I think that is, for the antique, for those of you that like vintage antique-y things like I do, this one's awesome. This one's just a natural sweet one. I've got a whole drawer full of leaves. So I just set and punch leaves. These are all leaves. Some are old pages. Some are out of colored paper. I've got a few. I cut up his belt. I told you, and made a bunch of leaves. So I put those in with my leaf drawer. But this one's just very simple. I love this one. I love them all. So it's okay. You know, when you make your things, you love everything. And then this one's super cute. It is $32.99. It is a fairy garden pumpkin. So I had the bird with the nest and a couple of little bird houses and some mushrooms. Oh, that mushroom's that mushroom's moving on me. Mushrooms and flowers, and then the little bug. And I'm not sure I'll be able to keep that mushroom up. We have a dead mushroom. There you go. Isn't it cute though? It is so, I thought this was the most unique one I've made for you fairy garden lovers. It's on my website, so there you go. So let me show you now. This is one of the pillowcases, and I just cut off the top part. She put this Paris fabric for the accent on my pillowcase. And this was in Abby's room, and we'd had it, actually her bedspread still matches all of this, but we had so many pillows, and you know, you get tired of things. So I just whacked off the top of the pillowcase and I started filling it with stuffing. All right, so I did this yesterday, and I didn't like how the corners were. So all I did was hot glue the corners down. I squared them off, I held it, and I pulled them like this. And then I took that pointy flap and hot glued it underneath. So this was the first one that I did yesterday, and I thought, dang, and it was so fun, and I thought it turned out super cute. I just added some black netting to it, and then this part was where I grabbed it, and it was way big, and I cut it off and left some of it hang, so I thought that was super cute. And then I just tied a bow with those ties that I told you I'd show you what I did with them. So I tied 2 different bows, and then I felt like it needed something. I was thinking like a big black button, which really pops. Maybe that is what it needs. When, you know, have you ever taken a picture of something, like stand back and take a picture so you can really see it from a different perspective? That's what this is doing for me. I don't know. So I made one of those twisty flowers because I felt like it needed something. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like that might be good. But this fabric we got at Hobby Lobby, and it's been a few years ago because it's been several years ago, but I bet you they have something like it. If you guys want to give that a try. We'll see if I may leave it like that because I can always add this later. So I probably am. I think I'm going to leave it this way for a while until I'm bored of it. Maybe next year I'll add that. And then here are 3 that I made with the other 2. There were 2 other pillowcases. I just folded up the ticking stuff. It's upstairs. I put it away. I don't want a whole bunch of it. I don't have a lot of gray in the house, but my new couch has a little gray stripe to it, so I thought I might put that sort of pumpkin out. And then these were the French. So I've got 2 with this really furry yarn that someone had made a scarf with, and I cut up the scarf, not my mother-in-law, I saved her scarves that she made me, but this was that lady that brought them into the store that wanted to sell them. So you guys that are making these scarves, I didn't carry her scarves because they're just everywhere and they weren't unique. Really, I love them though, but I bought some to craft with. So she says, I don't care what you do with them, I'm happy. So I did buy several neutral and black ones from her, but I have done things like this with them. And then again, this is just the fur running up the stem of the driftwood. I thought that was kind of fun. It's like a funky fun, but I think these will stack really nicely together. I won't use all 3 of those, or all 4 of those, but anyway. And then this is the fur with just the bedspread like I showed you. This is just, it's all the same, you guys. And I just used a piece of driftwood for the stem. Okay, so there's that one. You know, last year and the year before, I went crazy loading them with so much stuff. And I love all of that. But, you know, after you have them loaded up, I needed some more simplistic pumpkins. I needed more simple. So I kind of just did it a little differently this year. Okay, so this was, I had a short sleeve lace, all lace top. It was this was my shirt. And I snagged it probably 4 or 5 times in the back. One was on my chest, and I thought, I can't wear this shirt anymore. So I saved it and I cut it up, and first I laid down I cut out a piece of muslin, just plain muslin, and then I put my lace shirt, I cut the sleeves off and the neck off, and then I laid my shirt over, and that determined how big of a pumpkin I was going to be able to get. So I have 2. I got the front of my shirt and the back of my shirt, but I did have to line them because the fur was going to stick out. You know, I didn't even try it without. So, okay, so there's that. And then And I'm seeing messages coming, you guys, but I'm gonna keep showing you, and then I'll promise I'll go back and answer all the questions unless I drop my phone like I did the last video. Dropped my phone and I couldn't get it to come back right. So so this, I could add some pearls. I think that's super cute. I may do that, but I thought I might do some keys. You know, I have tons of keys. They're on my website. But I thought I might tie some keys off of the shreds here. Maybe do, a few more shreds. And then hang old keys. Hang some old keys from it. And then I also have the rusty washers. Remember I told you how I rusted them outside, and they're super awesome. So I thought maybe for contrast on one I might do that, because you got lace and then I don't know. I kind of like the lace and the rust and the old and the new kind of look. So I might do that. I don't know yet. I didn't want to have them all finished and then show you guys like the finished. And I've got to go do some painting today, so I might, when I get back, sit down and play with them. Maybe I'll come on. I don't know if you guys even want to see that, but maybe I will. Oh, here's one that's done. I love this one. This one has lots of stuff. This is to inspire you guys. It's just a plain old muslin, and you know, I forgot about this, but I put beans. You can see them. I put beans in the bottom to help hold them down, not hold them down, but hold them in place and kind of anchor them. The ones that I made, none of these have beans in them that I made today or yesterday, but and they all felt okay. They were all sitting okay. So I didn't do the bean thing, but it is kind of a nice feeling. Anyway, this one I added a feather. I mossed it out, no doily. I added the different elements of burlap, some old lace, some of that black netting and that pulled in the black feather, some pearls, and there's an old earring and an old pin, and then a an old domino, and I just thought, oh, and a paper leaf. There's a paper leaf I see. There's a little bit of seam binding there sticking out, but sometimes just all of the layering and layering makes it really awesome. So that's just another inspire you thing. I don't think that one's on the website. I don't think I was ready to part with that one yet. And then I showed you these two already. Now another tip is this is cheesecloth. And I just like rolled it, you know, when you get it, it's how I rolled it like a Tootsie Roll like this. And then I opened it all up. So it looks real Halloween-y, but it's pretty and fluffy and lacy looking. So I really love that. I brought down some black buttons. I thought that I might do that. Maybe just stick a black button on there to finish it. I always feel like see the difference? I feel like that just makes it finish, but it might not be your style. Maybe you want to do something silver or just nothing at all, but it just finishes it. So I may do that with that one. Here is the little white polka dot bed skirt that I cut up. So it was only, you know, a dust ruffle's not very big, so I couldn't get too big of pumpkins out of there. Well, here I can show you. And I already showed you this with the lace. And this actually was another bed skirt. The one with the ticking and the Paris, she had sewn this netting in to show a ruffle of netting. So it's got a little, I've already taken it upstairs, but it's got a little fabric where it was sewn to the other fabric, but it's great for crafting, so I didn't throw it away. I've kept all of the little pieces that I just cut them into workable strips like this, and then I safety pinned them all together. So here's a white on white. I'll show you out of the bed skirt. I really liked it. For this year, it looks like I made these right here. And they're all a different personality, but they're all out of the same width of fabric, however wide your bed skirt would be. This is what I did. But you guys could do shower curtains, whatever you have left at your house. Curtains that you didn't part with. You could use just regular curtain panels. Look at this stumpy little piece. And then this one, I tied the cheesecloth to it and started messing with it. I'm not sure I'm crazy for it, but that helps. See that? See that? It helps. But I think the black is too harsh. I think I need maybe a silver something. I don't know. The black's okay, and that goes with my decor. But all right, so let me show you these green ones. really quick. Oh, I know another. So I have a bunch of these from Hobby Lobby, and I thought these made a great, like, see? It's so easy, you guys, and it's so much fun, and there's so many decisions to make. But yeah, so if you had, like, I have several, so I could just sandwich this together and have this sort of ruffle, as I think that's what I'm actually gonna do. But they make different colors, so you can match your decor. Okay, so let me show you these green ones, and then that's all I've got. So this was my bar stools. The fabric off of my bar stools, I told you I changed them out. So you can see they're a little snaggy. It was time. They were getting tired. But I love that. And I love this with it. Look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? Okay, so then this is that piece of driftwood that, oh, and I look at that stem. Isn't that crazy awesome? My husband found this piece of driftwood, and I kept thinking, is it too weird? So you guys be honest. It looks like a duck. I know, I get it. But is it cool or is it weird? I'm not sure. No one's gonna have a pumpkin like this, that's for sure. But this is out of my bar stool as well. So I was able to get 3 pumpkins out of my bar stool when I changed out the fabric to the black plaid. Shayla, I told her I ordered the fabric too. So there, see, I really did. And I used to be green. And then I had this green fabric, and I forget why I had this. I've had it for years and years, but I made just a couple little quickie ones to, I thought that they would set really well together. Like, see the 2 different textures? And if you know me and you know my house, I mean, it's all black, white, wood, and any accent you see is greens, right? I mean, that's how everything is, just very neutral. And green would be, if someone says, well, what's your color? I guess it would be greens. So I think those green pumpkins are gonna look really great in my decor. So anyway, that's all I have. So let me grab my glasses. Oh, let me grab my glasses here. And I'll take a quick peek at any comments or questions. Love it, hate it, do this, do that. Lay it on me. Let me have it, and I'll see what. Let me see here. Oh, the light's really glaring. See if I can move a little bit. Okay. Oh, there's lots of. Okay, let's see here. All right. Oh my goodness, there's lots. Okay, maybe I see sometimes when people come on to watch, doesn't always show everybody, but sometimes it'll say someone's watching. I never call you out. If you're ever watching and you're like, oh, don't say my name because not everybody wants to be called out. I never call your name unless you say hi. If you say hi or hey or whatever, then I'll know it's okay to respond. But there's Marla. I've been talking to Marla a lot yesterday. She was loving on everything. Good morning, Marla. Good morning, Elaine. Good morning. Hey, thank you, Marla. She's sprinkled to all of her friends, and I appreciate that. That means that she's showing all of her friends on her personal page what I'm doing, and that she likes what I'm doing, and she wants to show her friends that she follows cool people like me. No, it really means that she wants to save this video so that she can go back and find it again. That's what it is. If you put it on your own page, then you have it and you can find it and not have to come back through and search through all my videos. But it does show your friends too. So thank you, Marla. I appreciate that. Good morning, Terry. Good morning. Okay, and there's Tammy. Hi, Tammy from Tammy. It's only your second time to see me, Jen. Well, welcome. Welcome to the second time. I'm still here. I don't come on every day like a lot of them do. I just don't do it every day. I'm not that creative. I can't come up with that many things. So I just come on when I'm doing something for myself, really. Let's see. Hey, Dee Dee. Hi. Dee Dee's a big decorator in Arizona. Good morning, Connie. Hi, guys. You love the ticking? Thanks, Connie. So for those of you that haven't followed me, that's it. I'm done. That's all I have to show you. I just spend this time with you guys to chat. So if you like the chatter part, then stick around. And if you're like over it and got what you needed out of this, then have a great day. And I appreciate you watching. But let's keep going and see. You love the ticking. Oh, thank you, Marla. You guys are liking the ticking. Good morning, Shayla. Let's see. 2 more days till Springfield. Oh, Connie, I know. We're excited. There's 3 of us going this year. It's going to be fun. You have a green chenille bedspread. Ooh. Oh, and some trees. Oh, yeah. I hadn't thought about making trees. That's cool. Have to send me a picture, Connie. We'd all like to see for sure. Let's see. Oh, Marla likes making fabric pumpkins too. I know, I figure you guys all know, but you can just see from my table full of pumpkins, they're always different, you know? Everybody's are different, even mine are different. And I think it would be really hard to make the exact same pumpkin every time. Even if you had the same size circle and the same pattern, I think just the way you stuff it and the way you pull it just makes them different every time. And then how you finish it out is totally different. Okay. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Love the dried cactus wood. Thank you. It's different, right, Marla? I had never tried that before. It's hard to get a hold of. When Abby and Summer took a big hike, I can't remember where they went, but they took a hike somewhere and they stumbled across a whole bunch of it. And I think someone told them they weren't allowed to take it, but they went ahead and took it. That's my girls. So anyway, Abby came home and had a whole suitcase full of it for me. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. I mean, they sell it in Arizona, but I remember there was this one piece I wanted so bad. It was just really cool. And it was like $35 for a little piece of, it was like, I know I paid $32 for that big piece on my mantle, but it wasn't that cool. It was just I didn't even know what it was, honestly. Oh, is that what it is? Octillo cactus. Cool. You love the look. Thanks, Carolyn. Thank you. Good morning, Tammy. I've been crocheting pumpkins for 3 days now. I've done fabric ones too. I think I'm getting pumpkined out. Yes, I know what you mean. I spent the day yesterday off and on stuffing all of these and sewing them, and it was great watching Netflix. But then it's like, yeah, I'm kind of... I'm done too. As soon as I finish these out. That's why I thought I better just quit, or I'm just going to slap stuff on them and call it a day. And so that's why I kind of quit and left them to do the pretty part, because that'll be another whole fun creative adventure, is decorating them. So I kind of had a day of sewing and building, and then now I'm going to have a day of decorating. So that'll be great. Break it up a little bit. Hi, Terry. Thank you, Mary Jane. Thank you. Hi, Teresa. Oh, she's so sweet. Hi, Teresa. She said hi to everybody. Tina, I love the taupe color with that pumpkin. Yes, that's exactly. I love all of the, even though it's all beige on beige on beige, it still pops. Each one pushes the other color to show off a little bit. Let's see. Whoops, I just went too far. It's only giving me like this big of a window to look. That is a pumpkin patch, a table pumpkin patch. Hi, Terry. Thank you for saying that. She thought they were beautiful. Thank you so much. A long time no see. Hi, Rosa. Good to see you. You love my ideas. Thank you so much. She says adorable as usual. Thank you, Rosa. I'm glad you caught me. Oh, thanks, Penny. Yeah, it's kind of unique, right? You got to have the stuff, but I mean, honestly, if you just go out in your yard, you can find acorns or sticks, or, go to the very back of our Hobby Lobby has all that earthy stuff with the mosses and all that. And so that's great if you don't have anything outside. You love the one with the lace and the pearls. Thanks, Ellen. Hello. Good morning. She loves my pumpkins too. Thank you. I do too. I love them. It'll be a little minute before these are online for sale, because I have to kind of have to put them around in my decor and see which ones I want to keep, and which ones I want to let go of. And that's kind of what happened here and why there's some on the page. I'm just ready to move on with some new ones, and that's the beauty of being able to make things yourself. You do something different, like these green ones. I'm really loving on the green ones, and I really love that black and white ticking, or gray and white ticking one with the Paris, and it just reminds me of my daughter's bedroom. I should send them to her. You like the buttons? Okay, all right. So let's see who said Elizabeth. Elizabeth likes the buttons. Oh, and you love me to add the button too, Rosa. Okay, buttons it is. I got 2 for the buttons. All right. You like the creativity. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. You guys encourage me when you say things like this. The button would look nice on it. Thank you, Linda. Okay, I got 3 on the buttons. And the white fur is fun. I know, I love that white fur. That was white fur. What? Thank you, Terry. She says they're all beautiful. That white fur was a vest. I thought it was a vest at a yard sale, and it was a big hairy looking thing, and I thought I wanted to make pillows out of it, which we did have pillows made. I didn't make them, but I had a friend make them for me. I have one. I kept one. The other 2 I sold. This vest was huge. It was like really long, and that had the whole front and the back. So we made 3 pillows, I believe. I kept one. It's upstairs in the bedroom on the chair, and then I sold the other ones at the shop, and then I kept all of the scrap pieces. So that's where all of this is coming from. But I remember Brian, one of the guys that paints with me, he wore the vest. He asked if he could use, because I took it and showed him how funny it was. He used it for Halloween and wore my vest before I cut it up. He asked me not to cut it up, so that was a funny little story about my vest. Where do I shop? I have to have the French ones. Oh, Dina, where do you shop? Okay, yes, where do you shop? It's on my webpage, is TammyLovesVintage.com, and it's TAMI, TammyLovesVintage.com. Message me if you want one of the Paris ones, and that way you're sure to get it, because I don't have them online yet. I'm not finished with them all, so just private message me if you seriously want one, and I'll be sure you get one. You give me inspiration overload. That's how my brain is, Elaine. Exactly. That's why sometimes I have to take a minute to to like get it out of my head and into real, and then you kind of rest, right? And then you find the next thing to do. So I have actually my next project for my group is over. I'm looking at it right now. We're using some goose feathers. I'm trying to stain them. I've never stained feathers before, so that's over there on the drying rack. We're gonna see how that goes. We've been trying this new email, kind of a blog thing. I'm not very good at it, but taking these videos and sending them to the people that are on my email list, because I've got a lot on my email list. So I'm trying to think like a blogger, right? I follow MB on Instagram, and she says I'm a blogger. And she'll drag that out forever. She's a hoot. Anyway, I can't say blogger without thinking of MB. So, Elaine sent me some stars. Oh my gosh, Elaine, thank you so much. I think you're like the 3rd person that's ever sent me a star. I appreciate you. And that shows me you appreciate me, and I sure appreciate that. Rotate, rotate. Oh, yes. Oh, I hope I'm not crooked today. Are you telling me I'm crooked, or are you just remembering yesterday when I dropped my phone? I knocked over my, at the end of the video, I knocked over my tripod, and my phone went flying, and when I picked it up this way, it kept telling me to rotate, so I would rotate it this way, and then it would say rotate your phone, so I would rotate it this way and say rotate your phone. So I had to just stop the video. I did not get to read all of your comments yesterday, but I did sit and answer them all. I think I did. Hi, Joan. You like the button. I got another one for the button. Thank you. You are always so kind. And you always have some great suggestions. Yes, I think the bottles are next up. I just felt like I needed to do the pumpkins so that you guys have time to make pumpkins too. And, you know, let me inspire you a little bit. Hey, Mary Beth. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great too. Thanks, Faye. She said they're cool. Let's see here. Thanks, Mary Beth. She said it's pretty. Oh, and Loretta sprinkled too. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. It just helps new people find people. And, you know, if you're like me, I do like finding some new people every once in a while, because I kind of, it's not that I get tired of people, but new people bring in different things, so it kind of shakes up the world a little bit when you have, like, I watch stories on Instagram all the time. I need to do better with that. But I mean, every morning I get up and say, oh, wonder if she's on, or wonder if she's on. And like MB, she's just this young girl, and she's just a hoot, and I love following her. And Mary Beth is her name, and there's a Mary Beth that sprinkled. Isn't that weird? But hi, thanks for sprinkling, Mary Beth. You all just help me more than you know when you do that. They always say, just watching, get your numbers up. Like, people see your videos, and that tells Facebook people like what you're putting out there. If you hit like, that's like, even like the next step of awesome, like that you could do for me, if you take the time to actually hold on it and go up and love, put a heart, that's like even bigger, even more power that Facebook gives us to get it out so that people like you can find us that are doing this. And then when you comment, like all of the comments, just even you're interacting with us and the hearts and all of that. Yes, that's exactly. So everything is like next level. So at least if you watch, that's awesome. If you stay the whole time, that's even more awesome. If you hit the like, that's like the next thing. You hit the love, that's like next level. You hit hearts, that's next level. Stars is a newer thing. I was happy that I qualified for that, but it hasn't really done a whole lot, although I did get 50 stars from Elaine today. But it's cool to be qualified for it. And then like the most awesome thing is the sprinkling. You all know what that means. So when you send it to your page for your friends to see as well, that's like home base. If you go all the way, you sprinkled. That's the best that you can do for someone that does this. So, okay, enough of that. Okay, old and new look, yes. Ruffles and rust, exactly. Rosa, that'd be a great name of a page. I'm sure someone's already taken it. Thank you, Connie. Yes, thank you. Love all of your pumpkins. It might be Tammy Loves Vintage now. You know, my store was called Tammy Loves, and I sell real estate, so I have Tammy Loves Real Estate. We decorate weddings, Tammy Loves Weddings. Like, we do all these things because there's just too much. I don't know. I do too much. I know that. But, so when I closed the store, I really struggled with the page being called what the store was. So, and I really felt like I needed to hone in. Like, I just have too many things happening, and it was overwhelming. There just came a point where it was like, wow, I was just on such a go for so long that I kind of crashed a little bit. And so, you know, I still do real estate. I have a closing happening Friday, so that's exciting. And I've done what have I done? 3 weddings this year. That's all. So, you know, even though I say I do weddings, I don't do very many. And 2 of them were for friends. I just did backdrops. Well, the one we did ceiling draping and that, but it's, you know, it's really not that I do a lot. I really like just guiding the brides, really. It's a lot to know. But anyway, so I changed my page to Tammy Loves Vintage. So that makes me feel like I have a direction now and a focus, and you guys know that I'm about vintage, so I like that. So you love my pumpkin. Oh, there's Brenda. She likes my pumpkins and my shirt. Well, thank you, Brenda. Gosh, I'd tell you where I got it, but I don't know. I don't remember. Hi, Linda. Thank you. And Debbie loves them all. I do too. And Marla loves them all. My prices are amazing. Well, thank you, Dina. Well, yeah, I try. I do try. And you're right. Some of those antiques, I see what people are charging. I just want to say, no, go to my page. Because, yeah, I mean, some of them are expensive because they just are. You just have to go to, you know, eBay or wherever and see that I'm good. I am good. So, I know there's a book on there right now, and it's gorgeous. If you guys could just see it, it's gorgeous. And I think I have $30 on it, which seems like a lot, but if you wait till you see it, it's beautiful. Mary Beth, thanks for the hearts, Mary Beth. Thank you. You're so sweet to me. Love the stem on the green pumpkins. You love this. Oh, you do like that stem, that big funny stem Randy found. Thank you. I'll have to tell him. He's not home right now, so he didn't get to see it last night. Love all the awesome. You always got some good ideas. I like the stuff thank you, Linda. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Linda. She sprinkled too. Seen one the other day that rolled up a paper bag for a stem. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. That would really be awesome. I know Do Dotson Designs. She made a one out of Sculpey clay. She was making them out of clay and baking them, and they were really cool. So yeah, that's great. It does look like a duck. I know, Joan. I think so too. Thank you, Debbie. Oh my gosh, I'm getting lots of sprinkling. We got lots of sprinkling going on here. Thank you, Loretta. She loves it. And Rosie loves it. Thank you, guys. And Marla sprinkled. Oh my gosh, you guys are sprinkling. And she sprinkled with love. And I love that. And Elaine sprinkled proudly. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. She likes the pumpkins. Thank you, Pat. You guys. See, I never ask you to sprinkle. And when you mention sprinkling, then everybody sprinkles. I forget that. And I don't know. I just feel like you'll sprinkle if you want to. You guys know how this all works. I don't know that you knew that was like the greatest thing you could do for a page is to sprinkle. But, you know what sprinkling is. So if you want, I feel like a lot of you guys sprinkle without asking. So that's awesome. Okay. I love them all. So many good ideas. Thank you, Tina. That's my goal, is to inspire you guys. Good morning. Good morning, Linda. I need to dig around and see what I have. Yes, you do. Oh, and hey, by the way, somebody mentioned about the bottles. Did I finish that? Bottles are coming next. I need to get the pumpkins out of my head. Probably one day next week I will start on bottles. So I've told you I have a bunch waiting, and I really do. So I've got all kinds of tops for you guys. Some are on the page. We haven't figured out how to categorize my website stuff. So there's 22 pages of scrolling to find everything. And I've got my list. There's like 12 different categories over there. Yeah, probably 12. I can't read the number, but that we're trying to figure out how to do. And everybody's website hosts are different. So we haven't been able to figure out how to put them in categories. What I'd like to do is have greenery, have antiques, have crafting supplies, antique crafting supplies. What else? Home decor, linens, just all that stuff. So that's my goal, but we just haven't figured out how to do that yet. So absolutely true. I'm sharing all the coolest. Oh, that's awesome, Marla. Thank you. I'm glad to be included in that group. Hi, Karen. Thanks for watching. You love all these pumpkins. Thank you, Kathy. I'm so fairly new, have to have French pumpkins. Oh, good. I don't have them on the website, Dina. So message me when we're done and I will, I'll get you some. Let's see here. Sharon, love them all. I have my dining room table full of materials and goodies. Oh, we should have been talking yesterday. Good. You caught me just in time then. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. Marnie. Hi, Marnie. She's a local. She came and made a pumpkin at my class. Yes, good morning. She made a beauty. You're new. What's Springfield? Hi, Mary Beth. Well, welcome to my page. Springfield is in Ohio, and it's like Canton Trade Days in Texas, or like, Round Top. It's like our local vintage market, and they have it every month throughout most of the year. Not in the winter, but most of the year. But 2 to 3 times a month, or they have 3. It's called the Extravaganza, and they have one in the spring, one in the summer, and one in the fall. And the summer one usually isn't ever really that great. So we always make sure we go in the spring and in the fall. And so those are the best. Like the spring is full of flowers and bird feeders and garden things, along with all of the vintage stuff. And then in the fall is all of the dried hydrangeas and all the branches of awesome stuff and the craziest pumpkins you've ever seen, like real live awesome, like warts and all the deformed and all that, like the best, most charactered pumpkins you can find. But we always spend the night. It takes a good couple days to get through. We've gone 2 days in a row many times, but for some reason this spring with COVID, we went and there wasn't quite as many, but it was still big. And it was awesome. And we spent the night and we were debating, do we go back the next day or what do we do? And we decided there was a couple things we wish we would have grabbed. So we thought we'd go back and see if they were still there. We bought more on the second day than we did the first day. I think the first day you're in such a rush to see what else. Like you don't want to miss anything. So you kind of rush through, and it takes all day and you get lost. It's big. And then the second day we just felt more relaxed. Like we had a mission and we knew where we were going. And that second day is when I got that wood angel. You guys remember that? Like, I think I don't know, it's just a more relaxed day and you really are just kicking around, and like you can go to Target. We usually hit like all the TJ Maxx's on the way home the second day, and this time we're like, they aren't that great right now. I just don't think they're getting as much product in as they used to. And you're shopping with the mask just isn't that as fun. And so we opted to go back for the second day, and I'm so glad we did. We filled that car. So there'll be 3 of us. So our car is really, really going to be full. Actually, the third girl, Sherry, that wants to go, she's never gone with us, so she's a little nervous about keeping up with us because she's got bad knees. And we're a little worried for her, but she's got a big car, so she messaged the other day and said she was going to drive, and I said, I don't mind driving. My car is not very big, though, so kind of hope she does so that we have more room for more stuff. Because by the time you add your suitcase and your cart, we have like these pull carts, whatever, to put all of our junk in, and then you always carry a big bag too, and then we take a cooler with, you know, a cooler. So, you know, you have all that stuff in your car, you don't have a lot left for other stuff. So anyway, it's art. No two are the same. You're right, Kathy. Gosh, I always get off on a rabbit trail, don't I? It's a huge antique market. That's right, Connie. Yeah, we have to meet up. Oh, there, she's replying. Okay, Mary Beth's saying thank you. Yes, Springfield for an antique show. Yes, it's very well known in Ohio. And it is this weekend. It's Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So we like to leave super early. Like in this spring, I asked Julie, I said, could we leave like really, really early instead of getting there at 9:30? Could we try and get there like 7:30? So we left super early, and it was awesome. We got the best parking spot. We couldn't believe it, like where they parked us. And so I'm hoping the girls want to go early again on Friday. So we're doing great, Mary Beth. Of course, I'm always excited about that. Could you stop and get me? And I'm Sharon, we're not going to have room, but you could meet us there. Oh, it's so fun to shop with friends, because sometimes someone will see something that you didn't see, or they'll say, oh my gosh, you know, look, did you see this? This looks just like you. And it's like, well, I did, but I didn't really think about it. And then they'll say, well, this would be great for whatever. I'm like, you're right. And so sometimes just to have that extra opinion, that's the best part of shopping with friends. You're from Arizona. I said T-O. Okay, a T-O. A T-O, it must be the cactus. You must have been the one that said the message. Okay, I said it wrong. I almost didn't even say it. If you rewatch that video, you'll see I almost didn't say it. Thank you for correcting me. We're in Ohio. Oh, Connie's responding to Sharon. Oh, I love you guys are chatting. Loudonville. Oh, Sharon, my mom and dad just went up there. They enjoyed it. We've always gone canoeing up there, but we haven't been for years. We need to do that. You aren't that far from Springfield. Connie is talking to somebody again. That's awesome. Sorry, Tammy, I love that you're chatting with them. Go for it, Connie. I wish you were here and could do it in person. You always have the best ideas, and you love the buttons. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much. I know I've been there. I'm sure you girls will have, oh my gosh, Sharon, we're going to have it's just going to be awesome. You bought a bag of I'm going to say it wrong, challah wood at a thrift store for $1. They're 5 in a bag. I don't know what that is, but kind of big. You'll have to send me a picture. I'm not sure what that is, Joan, but it must be awesome, because I know you watch me and always comment, and I know we have like the same tastes for sure. It's one of my favorite places. Me too, Connie. I look forward to it every year, without a doubt. And I highly recommend the extravaganzas in the spring and the fall. You need cool stems. Oh, well, if you have a lake, you can sometimes find driftwood at a lake. If not, you can go out in the woods and find really cool branches. This whole basket that I had was full of tree branches, and I came home with all of the driftwood, but there were a couple of you that wanted driftwood, so I split it up, and it's all gone. That's why I don't have very much to choose from, because I gave it all away. Okay, let's see. Good morning, Vicki. Let's See, and Connie sprinkled, thank you. Oh, Suzanne got her dough bowl. That's awesome. Oh, you got the St. Christopher and the tags. Okay, I didn't remember which one you were. Good. I'm glad you got some. So now you have some things to tie off on your pumpkins, or save them until you see the bottles, because the bottles you can leave out year round. Oh, Rosa sprinkled. Thank you, girlfriend. Thank you. Excited to see what you do with the bottles. I know, Marla. I'm kind of making a fuss out of the bottles. I don't know that they're that awesome. There are a few on the webpage, on the website, but I'm running low, so it's time to make some more. I pulled a couple out of my inventory yesterday and sent them to Danita to put on the website. I don't know if she's got that done yet, but anyway, categories are all the things. Yes, I wish I could get those categories figured out. Show some what, Rhonda? I don't know what you wanted to see. I did message waiting for you. Okay, Dina, I'll get with you later. I do have to go get some painting done, so it'll probably be later, but uh-oh, I just saw a mad face. Somebody's mad at me. Well, I don't know why. If you're mad, you can just turn me off, right? You don't have to. Maybe it was an accident. We'll think it was an accident. You don't have to stay. Sounds like the first Monday in Canton. Yes. Yes, my mom always talks about Canton trade days. That's how I knew about it, because she used to live in Texas, and I never made it. Hi, Karen. How do you get to your store? Well, you go to the website. I don't have a physical store anymore. We closed it in March, so I have a lot of things here from the store. I really need to figure out how to get rid of it. I have clothing. I have some awesome clothing. I still have my valances. I haven't done the valance video, you guys. I know you were all dying to see my valances. It's just a lot to put that all together. But so it's TammyLovesVintage.com. I'm online, and we're working. It's just new, so we're working on getting it all figured out. So that's how you find me, Linda. It's TAMI, just the name of this page.com. So you can find it that way, or try to remember. You have to go. Oh, Rosa, yes, if you're here in Ohio, you should go. Yes, there it is, TammyLovesVintage.com. There it is. Connie just posted it. What days will you be there? What time do they open the doors? We'll be there Friday and Saturday. It opens at 7 and closes, I believe, at 6 at night. So I wish they would stay longer. It's hard to get through it all. It's what you call a skeleton cactus from Mexico. Yes, my daughters found them in Arizona, actually. And they are cactus skeletons for sure. So, all right, you guys, that's all. I hit the end of the messages. So, I don't know. I used to always sit down and answer every one of these, even though I answered all of them. Let me see here. I hope I didn't accidentally send a mad face. See, when I'm on my Chocateur stuff and I get an angry person, I would message them to make sure that I wasn't saying the wrong things, because there's a lot to know if you're in the business of it. I like more the crafting side of it, so I'm not up on all of the details. And, you know, every single time it was an accident. So I see them and it makes me think, oh, I hope someone's not mad. And but I know in my heart that they probably aren't. It might be an accident, but there is always that chance. So don't worry about it, Dina. You're fine. It's just fine. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to go. Have a great day. And I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then go do some painting, and maybe I'll come back. Your local. Aw, thank you, Rosa. Well, yeah, hey, if you ever see anything on the website, don't pay the shipping. You can always pick it up here. I put stuff out for people all the time, especially the big dough bowls. If you need a big dough bowl, they're $29. You would save $10 shipping. So yeah, anytime you need anything that you see, just message me. A lot of people do. Oh, and you enjoyed watching. Thank you, Marnie. Thank you. Oh, no problem, Dina. I always enjoy this part, but I always save it for the end because I know there's a lot of people that are just like, get on with it. So, okay, you guys. It's okay, Sharon. I just want to make sure someone wasn't mad that I didn't say something wrong. So you're fine. That's fine. I've done it on accident myself. Oh, your husband's going to go with you. Oh, but will you be able to buy anything if he goes with you? Mine goes, I can't get anything. Oh, that's not true. He'll let me get a couple things, but yeah, I can't get as much as I want, right? So, okay, you guys, I'm going to go. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. I did get my Stitch Fix box, so I think I'll have to find a different position because this is a mess, but I think I'm going to do my Stitch Fix opening here in just a little bit. So if you see me back again, I'm just showing what I got from Stitch Fix. I know a lot of you guys like to see that. So anyway, see ya. Have a good day. Bye.